15 things every retiree should learn how to do. Most retirees, myself included, focused all of my retirement planning on money. 100% on money. Next day, what am I going to do? Now, I did have a retire too. I was going to do some reliability and maintenance coaching. That was my area of expertise. But other than that, the other 3 weeks of the month, I had nothing. Okay. So what skills do you need? I've been retired 7 years. What skills do I think are very valuable to a retiree? So here we go. 15 things. The difference between retirement and just waking up excited. Okay. Number one, maximize your health span. Completely different than lifespan. Health span, the years that you're able to do anything you want to do. Nutrition is huge. Understanding nutrition, what you eat, more powerful than any medication and preventative things you could do at a doctor's office is what you eat. That's what I've learned in 7 years. Exercise and sleep, round that out for maximizing my health span. Number two, build spreadsheets. Understand how to use spreadsheets to model your money, to track your expenses, plan a vacation. Use of spreadsheets, I think, is very valuable inside of retirement. I'm not talking about becoming an engineer or a CPA, but enough to track things in a very simple way. Number three, use of retirement planning software. I'm telling you, folks, even if you have a certified financial planner on your team, trust but verify. I would never hand over all my money to somebody without challenging them, understanding where every dollar was going, where I was invested, what am I doing about taxes? But also, not only trust but verify, but also if you're paying that planner, make them answer hard questions, not easy ones. Do your tax planning yourself and then ask how to improve that, not just pay for the basics of tax planning, the basics of when to take Social Security. Have that already modeled and stress test. I use Boldin, as you already know. See the first link if you want to check that out. Hey, this week, last week of November 2025, it's on sale. Black Friday sale. Number four, say no without guilt. This is huge. This is very big. One, I'd say the day you retired, take 6 months and say no to everybody. Because whenever you say yes, you're saying no to somebody already. So say no for 6 months. You've earned it. Okay. And you've also earned the right to pick and choose where you're going to spend your time. You've got control. You got to learn how to say no. Got to stop being 100% people pleaser. Okay. This is very hard for most people to do, awkward to do, but I'm telling you, so powerful. Number five, how to fill your weekly calendar. What are you going to do in a week? If you don't fill it, it's not going to be automatically filled for you. When you have a job, a lot of your social life is planned around that. Okay, meeting with friends, discussing work, things like that. What are you going to put on your weekly calendar? I still manage my weekly calendar now. I have maybe 5 events a week on there. It's not like 5 and by 10 a.m. Monday morning, but learn how to fill it up. Learn how to schedule a day. Hey, we're going to go out to eat on this day. I'm going to go exercise this day. I'm going to paint the garage that day. Taking classes, meeting up, going to lunch with people, meeting with a financial advisor. Number 6, volunteer in a way that's meaningful to you. Okay. Don't just, like I said, say yes to everything. I enjoy painting for Habitat for Humanity. We're painting houses for low-income people that, are struggling through life and stuck in apartments. They usually have kids. It's usually a single mom, and it's their dream to own a home. And I get to be there working right alongside them. My working years, my wife and I donated a lot of money, but that's good and needed. But volunteering with your hands alongside the people you're helping has 10x the impact. I really enjoy doing that. And I also volunteer at the parks. You know that if you've been watching my channel. Number 7, how to make friends after 60. You didn't have to do this when you work. Your friends or your friends is probably a little loose with the word. You're going to learn that after you retire, but you have a lot of work acquaintances that you have conversations with about, work stuff, after work stuff. But when you retire, most of them are going to go away. How are you going to make friends? Who are you going to hang out with? I have a couple of retirement groups I have a study group where we study history. All these are friends after 60, after 54 for me, actually. Number 8, rediscover hobbies. It's act like you're in grade school again. What do you enjoy spending time on? Could be guitar, could be writing, could be woodworking, could be travel planning, could be making YouTube videos. Number 9, manage a household maintenance calendar. I put everything on my calendar: when to change furnace filters, when to check water softener salt, when to clean the windows and the outside, when to clean the gutters. I put everything on my calendar. Number 10, plan some adventures. Don't just get stuck into doing maintenance around the house and, these group meetings and hookups, but hey, go to a new restaurant, go to a new town and go to their restaurants, a local hike, seasonal events, go to some of the festivals around your town. Fill up with your calendar with some of these adventures. Number 11, this one's big. I've worked on this yesterday. Is declutter. I kind of wrote for the last time, but start decluttering. So many things I haven't used in 15 years. Start throwing those away. If you got pictures, take digital pictures of them. Things you're not going to use again, put them on Facebook Marketplace if they have any value. Fill up the trash can with them. I have a habit of once a week, I fill up one of the trash cans. We have 2 with just stuff I know I'm not going to use again. So start decluttering. Make that a 20-year effort instead of total chaos for your kids in your passing. Number 12, optimize healthcare navigation. So how are you going to go through this healthcare discussion, until you're 65? Maybe you change a couple times. I'm on Indiana Farm Bureau. I'm going to contact the folks at Move Health, MOVE Health. There's a link to them below. They specialize in early retirees and getting them health insurance and transitioning through Medicare. So I'm going to give them a call in January. They're very busy right now with all the ACA timing, here at the end of the year. Number 13, have a disciplined process for reviewing your financial situation. Not just your investment performance, but review all your expenses, your returns, all your state documents, tax planning, my buckets, how I manage for sequence of return risk. I do that every 6 months. Okay. I used to do it every quarter. I moved to every 6 months because I'm getting very, very comfortable in my spending and our savings and investments going up and down after being retired now for 7 years. But you got to create discipline when you're relying on your assets to deliver your spending income. Number 14, communicate better with your partner. Man, when I was working, I was running 100 miles an hour and very direct, had minimal time together with my wife. How long are you awake with your spouse Monday through Friday when you're working? 4 hours, maybe 5, probably 2 or 3. But developing a standard for how we're going to check in. For example, every Sunday evening, we review our weekly plans together, when we need to do things together, when we're going to be separate, when I'm going to be gone, painting all day at Habitat, something like that on Tuesday. When we're going to spend time together. Hey, how about, hey, I had Habitat all day on Tuesday. Let's go out to lunch on Wednesday, or let's go for a walk together. But checking in and communicating better with the spouse. And number 15, think about your life's purpose. I actually wrote an obituary for myself as part of my retirement group. We were studying Socrates, And that was the challenge. We wrote our own obituary. What do we want to be known for? And what actions do we need to take today, this week, this month to make that come true? I want to be known as a good husband, good dad, grandpa, and just Joe the neighbor. It's a lot of what I want to be known for, what I want to stand for. I want people to depend on me and to see me as a model in certain areas. Probably not in every area, but what do you want to be known for? And one of the things I will tell you is that my career is getting more and more distant in the past and getting a smaller and smaller uh, uh, space on my obituary. Very small, getting smaller and smaller by the day. So it's not going to be work. What do you want to be known for? What's your legacy? There you go. Those are my 15 skills you need to get good at in retirement. It's Joe out.